Yeah, a couple of clips there. One is a pendulum which sort of, I suppose, led from looking up Foucault's pendulum yesterday, a metronome, and the dawn chorus. Sounds that should be obvious. What it harks back to, sort of thing. What those types of sounds hark back to. And I've actually had a quick look on Amazon for metronomes and clocks, analog clocks with ticking, swinging arms, sort of thing. The chime as well. Mine's sort of like that. A metronome and a clock. But I can just play them on YouTube. What's the point in getting what's the point in spending a small fortune on stuff like that? I can just play them on YouTube till I get bored of them. The second clip, from BBC Breakfast, I think from BBC Breakfast Time. It's interesting that like years ago they used to call weather, what they now call weather, the weather forecast, and for example, what they now call BBC Breakfast used to be called BBC Breakfast Time. It's sort of. I can remember it was sort of a spring type vibe, but again with the dawn chorus and stuff like that, a spring type vibe, atmosphere to it. Where I remember being in my room and seeing the sun as it would fall in the room while I was watching that, and then getting on with my day. But yeah. Day 5 of a more customary atmosphere and mental state. I've done 2 meditations so far. Both went really well. And did a bit of reading of this book that I won't say what it is until I've read it. And if it's any good, I'll probably mention it. But if it's not, I'll just find a book that's worth reading. As well, I mentioned the Clive statue, Clive of India, Robert Clive. And that again goes back to about the late 80s, early 90s, I think, when I was walking there. Now, I've said that it was a statue, right? And enveloped it in all this theatrical type notion of post-colonialism and stuff like that. Well, that's a sack of shit. If you look at my mom, for example, you can see she really celebrated her time in India. And if anything, if she'd have been walking around that area, she'd have thought it was really something. And I don't think it's my dad's experiences either. And the Slavic influence of a scepticism of big government institutions, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure, in fact, I'm certain, that it's my experience of, during the time of Thatcher, being on the dole. When you were on the dole back then, and it's like these important years in your life where you leave school, you're sort of finding your way, sort of thing. Again, another period of your life where you're finding your way, which pretty much lasts quite a long time throughout your early life. Being on the dole was not a pleasant experience then. I mean, they used to have barriers up, plastic and glass, plastic I think it was, perspex barriers up. Solid as well. I seem to recall. Were they solid? I don't know. No, I think they were a bit flimsy. There was this barrier between you and officials. And sort of like Little Dorrit, you'd get past it was called the Department of Health and Social Security back then, the Dole. Um, you'd sort of get passed from there to another department who'd then send you back to the DHSS and so on and so forth, and you could end up getting nowhere. Like trying to get your dole. Yeah, it was, and there was atmosphere towards people on the dole back then, not least symbolised and enacted with the type of barriers that went up in at dole offices. It was a really hostile, like hostile approach to people on the dole. But the rationale behind it was that it was a necessary thing to do, to trim the economy. They were moving towards leisure, finance, service industries back then. And it was seen as a whole reconfiguration of the economy, and the people who were put on the dole, and the industries that were privatised, and so on and so forth, the industries that went by the wayside. It was seen as necessary to modernise the economy. But when you were on the receiving end of that, as I was for a time, it wasn't a pleasant experience, and it was. In fact, I'm sure that it was facing that type of thing at that stage of my life that when I was walking through Whitehall, because it wasn't just the statue of Clive of India, Robert Clive. It was walking through Whitehall and seeing all these massive faceless departments. I remember, apparently it's situated by the Foreign Office and something else, but I seem to remember the Ministry of Defence. It would make more sense to have that statue there. I looked it up online as well. It's nothing like I remember the statue. But anyway, it was walking through Whitehall that was the thing. And when I got to the end of Whitehall, that was where that statue was. It was just like, the culmination of my walk. But yeah, it was walking through Whitehall where I had that vibe. So all that talk of colonialism and post-colonialism was again a sack of shit. Yeah, it was my experiences on the dole, yeah. Of course, it seems, as far as I can gather, the situation now is a lot better than what it was back then in the mid to late 80s. Yeah, that's what it is. Yesterday, I also looked up. I saw a photo of one of the Monty Python crowd, and so I looked up one of his films called Jabberwocky that I remember seeing in the early to mid 80s. Not strictly a fan of the Monty Python stuff. It's too. It's not subtle the way I like humour. I either like humour that's either subtle or hysterical. I don't really, at times, I'm not really too much into humour of the Monty Python type and their subsequent works. Yeah, not really for me. Yeah, good that they had a certain approach, but the actual enactment of the comedy never really appealed to me. Also looked up, yeah, sort of looking back, because I thought, hang on a second, John Major this was a Conservative Prime Minister, 1990 to 1997. He was Prime Minister for 7 years. That's a long time to be Prime Minister. And sort of looked up stuff about him being more politically astute than Michael Heseltine back then, because Heseltine, talented as he wasn't as politically astute as John Major. John Major played a smart game to get the Conservative leadership, after Thatcher resigned. But yeah, pretty tough being on the dole back in the mid-80s, mid to late 80s, apparently earlier as well. But yeah, that's pretty much been the type of things I've been thinking about. What did I have for lunch? I had mushrooms and pasta again. I'll get tagliatelle instead of linguine, I think, because the mushrooms and the cream aren't sticking to the pasta. And tagliatelle is thicker, wider than linguine. But yeah, I have pretty much hit on how to cook the mushrooms to extract the flavour in the sauce. Used oregano, but I can't really taste it. Read a bit of the. I did mention I read a bit of that book. Yeah, I might read a bit more of it tonight. But yeah, it's. I don't know. I think the time's coming when I can start looking out that window there, without. Yeah. Well, I'll see. At the moment, I just back in from that door, a door over there, into the room, walk the long way around, so I don't see the comings and goings outside that window. It's just I'll see it as necessary for a period of time. But yeah, again, good sleep. I lay down in bed today and for a while. I finally got round to having a shower, which I needed to do. Chucked away last night the chicken jalfrezi I would have had today. It's shit. And I had, what's that instead? Oh, chicken with, instead of rice, potatoes and peas and gravy. That went down well. But I'm going to have to eat. I had it at 6 o'clock. And now it's coming up to 10 to 8. I had it at 6 o'clock, so I'm probably going to have to eat some later on tonight. Shopping coming tomorrow. Brilliant. Oh, no, it's not a big shop. On the... When is it? Oh, I was looking for that thing. On the 7th, I've got a huge shop coming. That'll be quite something. But yeah. So yeah, I've got a nice little setup going. I was going to look up some music. I can think of some music, like classical music and stuff like that. I've thought of, a few, but I don't know the names. I'm a complete novice when it comes to classical music and stuff like that. I was pretty much a novice around other forms of music, but other forms of music aren't really for me. But yeah, I wouldn't mind listening to some classical and stuff like that. Basically, because I can't hear them. I don't know what they're saying. So that'll be pretty good. But yeah. Payday on Monday. But I'm gonna have to. I juggled my finances around for tomorrow's shop, so I'm gonna have to be careful with my finances for another month. But I can't see myself buying anything else for my vlogging, for my video diarying. That was something I wanted to bring up. Don't like the term vlog and vlogging. And vlogger, I prefer video diarist, video diary, and so on and so forth. It's just a more, I don't know, more mature way of putting it, and more says more, I think. Again, like harking back to things like weather forecast instead of weather, and breakfast time instead of breakfast, all that type of shit. But yeah, so yeah, had the windows open a couple of times today to air the room out a bit. But yeah, uh, hmm, uh, yeah. So yeah, another day. Day five. So how long has that been then? Let's have a look. It's the 30th of May today, so that would have been the 25th, I'm guessing. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, no, 26. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the 25th, around the middle part of the day, I'll shut the windows and close the curtains. And to think how far it's come in that amount of time, it's quite something. Again, as is evident in their meditation, pretty damn effective sessions, to the point where I've extended them by 5 minutes to 25 minutes, and I'm trying to do 3 a day, which I'll probably be able to do now today, because I ate early enough, sort of thing. But yeah, and apart from that, let's have a look at what is it? 5 days away. Right, tomorrow I've got my shopping, and then hang on, payday on Monday. Then in 4 days' time. Apparently, they come and do me outbuilding's door. I think that's it for the month. Could it be? Hang on. Let's have a look. Nothing really, but I've got to discard my coffee machine on the 10th. Not really that much. Not really, pretty much not much at all during the month of June, apart from the summer solstice, which is a huge drag. Tomorrow it's 3 weeks till the summer solstice. And it's all downhill from there yet again. Till, what is it? To the 21st of December, I think it is. When we go through the cycle yet again. Not much else to say. Not much else to say. I've been thinking about getting some new cushions to go with these throws, the colours of these throws, that could be resemble the colour of this bag, sort of thing, which would go with them. But it's expense. It's more expense. Like I said, on a positive note, I haven't really got anything else to get for doing video diaries. Not that I'm particularly enamoured with doing video diaries all of a sudden. It's sort of been since Sunday that's gradually got to the stage where I'm thinking, well, hang on a sec, why the fuck am I doing these things anyway? Just do stuff instead of talking about it. But for now, I'll do them. Basically, I'm doing them because I got the kit. So yeah, I need something to do in the day to like just film one and faff about with it on an editor and upload it. That's about it. But right now, so today, for the rest of the day, it's going to be maybe a little bit of reading. I could do with getting into the swing of more reading, so I'll get into a habit again. Meditation later, a bit of my metronome, my pendulum, and my dawn chorus later. I do tend to knock off the dawn chorus because it's only during a few months, a year, that you get a dawn chorus. The rest of the year it's pretty quiet. But yeah, yeah. I don't know what I'm going to have tomorrow. I might have I've got steak and onion pie. Got a couple of them being delivered, unless they substitute on. But yeah, didn't do exercise again. Maybe tomorrow. Or maybe leave it till next week, just have a bit of a prolonged break where I'll just rest and, you know, just try and get more and more into a more customary atmosphere and mental state. Yeah, quite interesting how it's come on so quick. Such a shift to, like I say, a more customary atmosphere and mental state most of the time. That's about that.